Alright, let's go to Isla Sorna. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting aviaries. It shows it in the picture. Oh, and then lagoons will be Jurassic World. Okay.
Humanity and dinosaurs were never intended to be this close to one another. San Diego deserved better. So too did the dinosaurs. But human beings, well, they're predictable, curious, greedy. These intruders caused more chaos than anyone could have imagined. In the time we'd been away, people had gone from caretakers to threat. Simon Masrani wanted to realize John Hammond's vision: bigger, grander, more ambitious than the original. But dinosaurs have their own ambitions: to hunt, to feed, to carve out their niche in this strange new world. Let's see how things play out when we add you to the mix. Try not to get in their way. You might be destined to repeat the past.
So this is where all the excitement happened.
Yes, this is the place.
Simply amazing. And here, we will do it again. In addition to capturing the dinosaurs, which will serve as our foundation, I purchased InGen because I believe in the science. You can reproduce your results, can't you, Dr. Wu?
Of course I can do it. But it's going to take considerable effort and resources to get the science back to where it was.
And you will be well compensated for your efforts. Of course, I demand results.
And you will have them.
I trust you've settled in and are ready to get started. This is Lily Halford, and she's coordinating operations. Miss Halford?
Thank you, Mr. Masrani. I think I speak for everyone here when I say we are very grateful for this opportunity you've given us.
As a boy, I loved to play with toy animals. And now, with this island and the dinosaurs, I have the greatest toy set imaginable. I want that joy, that excitement I had as a child. I want it to be felt by everyone. You will make that happen.
We'll need to start by getting a control center and response facility online. They'll all require power. This will give us a strong foundation.
And then, dinosaurs.
That is the plan.
This is my investment in the vision and in my people. Please, don't let me get in the way.
Okay, how are we gonna do this? Also, what's our map looking like? Oh, I don't like this. I assume we'll eventually be able to claim that, but this is a very small area. Unless the goal... I can't see... oh, I can't see research. Do we not have to... Oh my god, we don't have to do park management. We just have to get a bunch of nerds. This is so easy. Alright, can we... Let me wiggle. Okay, we just have a backup, Jenny. We don't get any fancy things yet. In that case, I'll kind of preemptively slap you down there. Alright, let's see how this looks. I'll just pour the 300 grand now.
Our target is the Ankylosaurus. Lovely creature. Capture it and then secure it in an enclosure.
Okay, what do we need and what do we have? Altruists and research cost reductions. These people all suck, oh my god. I'm thinking maybe this altruist. And then I have no idea who else. Cheaper research, but they're all welfare, which hamstrings what they actually can do, and I don't want to just toss them on projects willy-nilly. Research time, I don't care about research time. I'd rather have this guy, even though I have less logistics on him. He can be more generalist, I think. Requires operational science center, but what? Do I not have a... Right. Oh boy, I'm just... There's definitely going to be a lot of monkeying around. And then I need to get that. Yeah, I'm not getting dinos without better fences. Because level 2 electrified, I think these guys have a 3 minimum breakout chance? Hey, are those Chungkingasauruses? Because I got their little shoulder spikes. And I think that's their shtick. Give me new fence. My people are terrible. Sure, I love burning money. I don't like these generalists. Now, while push comes to shove, I fire him later. Yeah, they'll probably want to get that. Need paleo med. Yeah, because realistically, I could run like 3 ranger stations and cover this whole area. Which isn't bad. I mean, that's one team. Okay, let's get fencing. Actually, we need to make sure we get the paleo med. Okay, get you in. Get you researched. We can't do anything about that. We can get that research done, though. And I think everybody's gonna have to go on a rest. Wait, what else do I need to build? Let's kind of preemptively map this out. We already have it. Already have it. Already have it. Already have it. We might be good. I almost want to ring this area, but it's probably a waste. So I guess let's start building enclosures here. Yeah, I think 1.5 of these is a good size. Except back here because I screwed it up, so. Ah, no, I... Okay, quick replacement. And we're good. Put our gate in. I guess we'll just keep this jank pattern going. Except this one gets the whole area. Because I can't be bothered to map it out properly, and it looks about right. Wow, that covers both. Let's slide it over here. And we'll just toss that there. And I think we're good. So can... Oh, wait. Perfect. So can I just tell you to... Nope. Requires manual tranquilizing. Oh, it's a Kentrosaurus. Okay. Nope. I want lock onto... I want lock onto you. No clear shot. I'll do it myself then.
While this is a team effort, I'm sure you understand that my vision carries some weight. With that said, I want a ranger post constructed and then a team assigned to it. From there, they can perform status checks on the animals.
Look after you.
I saw that hit. Go around. You have a dinosaur in the middle of a cage. You can drive around it.
Is your Ankylosaurus happy? The best way to find out is to monitor their comfort level and increase it as necessary.
You need more space. I completely understand.
Orson Welles once said, this was about a movie studio, he said that it was the biggest electric train set a boy ever had. Of course, he never had dinosaurs. I want to make sure we can see and monitor the Ankylosaurus. Build a viewing platform, will you? I realize that may have sounded like a suggestion, but I know you understand.
We need to move these animals to the holding facility off-site. Once their enclosure is ready, we can bring them to Jurassic World.
Oh, so we're just like yoinking them. I've only been on like 20 minutes. There really hasn't been much. It's been make this. I'm contemplating just ripping this out. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to make this one big enclosure.
Heading to collect the asset.
Yeah, we've shifted from sand in San Diego to Isla Sorna, finally.
Asset has been collected.
I hope you're ready for some excitement. I certainly am. Today, we need to capture several dinosaurs of the same species and get them back under our control. Captive and in an enclosure. I'm ready when you are, which should be now.
Can I at least research things? That's it. I don't care. I don't care about faster treatment. I will admit it is cool doing more capture related stuff instead of just park management. Where you going, chicken legs?
Picking up asset. En route to pick up the asset.
I feel like as a kid you kind of fall into like four categories. You love dinosaurs, robots, pirates, or I'm trying to think what the fourth. I had it in my head and then I just completely drew a blank. I would say like
Asset transportation underway.
trucks and construction stuff.
Commenced.
Like those are the four kids always
Commencing asset
love.
transit.
One of the four at least. Oh, bugs, yep. Growing up, I knew a couple bug kids. Couldn't be me, I hate bugs. They're neat from a distance, but nah.
Delivery has been complete.
If they're in my home, they violate the non-aggression pact, and I am obligated to destroy them.
Complete. Asset delivered. Delivery complete.
Dale, Ranger Team, go check these guys. You have a job.
Let's crack on with these next tasks then, shall we? You're responsible for performing status checks and increasing the dinosaurs' welfare. Should be straightforward, and I know you're up to the job.
You know what? You can remain a bug crawling through my stream. That is fine. That doesn't faze me. It's when it's in my house. Missing force. Brother, walk like 20 feet. You need a bit of everything. What I was doing before stream. Eating a muffin. The horrors of enjoying a perfectly good Costco muffin. There, the absolute minimum for all the requirements. And now I'll have to change it again.
I love keeping an eye on my dinosaurs, but I just don't have the time to do so as much as I'd like. That's why I have you. Be my eyes and monitor these animals.
Whole grain, bold of you to think I eat healthy. It was a chocolate chip cookie or muffin. Supposed to say cookie. No, I don't have any chocolate chip cookies,
These
sadly.
dinosaurs are ready to move to the holding facility. Let's not keep them or me waiting.
Okay, how much of this is just gonna be like capture a dino, make it happy, trank the dino, send the dino away? It's fine. It's just I was expecting a little more, but I guess it makes sense. We don't exactly have a ton of space, and this is the wild area, so stuff's just gonna keep spawning in here. How am I making money? Oh, I'm just getting money from my employer. And nothing else matters, okay.
Assets requiring collection.
I wouldn't say chocolate's overrated. You just have to have it in moderation.
Asset in transit. Asset being transported. Transportation underway.
There's a new dinosaur out in the wild. Track the animal and capture it so we can bring it back into the fold.
Alright, so that's gonna need live prey. I'm starting to wonder if I need to just expand this out even further, make it even bigger, and just be like, yep, big pen. 'Cause it's starting to feel that way. And he cleep.
Collecting asset.
I've thought about doing a run of Remnant again. It would be fun. I haven't done it in a while. It'd be nice to actually break away from my standard build of just medic summoner. I might do like engineer and whatever the drone class was in the last DLC. Yeah, I might do that. That would be fun. I haven't played that in ages, and I've thought about it on my own time. Just be like, I should maybe fire that up again. I really do miss, like, I think it was Resum, the ice world from Remnant 1. I was so bummed they never brought ice back as a damage type. The thing that confuses me, especially from my builds, is like, right as I ended, they added that crystal thing that you slot stuff into, and I'm like, I don't understand the mystical Jo crystal. And at this point, I'm kind of too scared to ask. No, go back.
We've created dinosaurs. We have them on display and for science. But that means we need to monitor our flock. I want status checks routinely performed on all of our dinosaurs. This
Missing
is how we
forest.
maintain our advantage.
Oh, you want a lot of... Yeah, so I
The
guess we are just gonna
isn't responding as we'd hoped. It could be
demolish
the
stuff.
resources that are available at our paleo-medical facility.
We're gonna bring it out to, like, here.
The thrill of the hunt without the guilt of the kill. That's our mission. Tranquilize this dinosaur, and then we'll get it the best treatment my money can buy at the Paleo Medical Facility.
Yeah, the Bloodborne world. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, that was a well-designed world. I like the art style. That's something I can never talk smack about when it comes to like gunfire games. Is their art direction is really good. It's like I saw, God, what was there was some game on Steam where they were trying to do kind of the Cruelty Squad, everything is really ugly, but there's a reason behind it kind of art style. And the whole time I was like, you realize there's a reason for all this, right?
Asset collection request received.
Why are you not electrified? There's fence. Fine, whatever. Bonus power. Oh, it's because you were power capped. Oh, God. Like, I don't need a logistics guy right now. Sure.
Transportation in progress.
Yeah, I thought about playing the Surge. I tried it ages ago, and I think it's kind of the classic of I wasn't good, didn't understand what I was doing, and just kind of put it away.
Asset has been transported.
I do know the Surge 2 was a lot better. I do wonder if we're going to get a Surge 3 or not. I don't know if they did well enough to get a sequel, which is a shame. I'd rather see more creative ideas get sequels than just the same few ideas getting rehashed a million times. Yeah, I think the problem with the Surge is like I said, it's the first game they for that style. So I think the devs were still learning how to do it. And like I watch Iron Pineapple do videos, like his videos on different Souls likes that he finds, and I see that a lot where it's a first
While building the
attempt,
dinosaur
there's
base,
usually something kind of
how can we
clunky,
make it feel like a real home?
but the idea is
Watch the
there.
ratings and get the enclosure all comfy.
And sometimes you get something weird where someone tries to make like a Souls like blended with Legend of Zelda. Which, if you look at like old Legend of Zelda games, the lock-ons and everything, they kind of had the the prototype almost, which is neat. Yeah, Remnant 1, they were definitely learning on that one. Like the armor set bonuses, I get where they were going with it,
Asset transported.
and I think there is a solid thing to be had. It's just trying to figure it out. I feel like if you're going to do like a Souls like with set bonuses, you need to have a lot of stuff going on. It almost needs to become more of a looter shooter than anything. Yeah, and that's the thing is, I yeah, just trying to think. I feel like looter shooters now are kind of dead because Destiny is on its last legs, and every other competitor is gone.
It's time to move the dinosaurs. Next stop, a holding facility.
Is this all this is? I'm really wondering if this is all this is going to be. Is just me continually being told, pick up a thing, treat it, send it away. Because that's a really short mission. Yeah, I saw Mortal Shell's getting a sequel. A buddy of mine, he sent me a clip from the video of the trailer, and
Acknowledging
one
asset.
of the guys had like a gun, and I thought, oh, that's different for Mortal Shell. I remember it. People said it was good, and I have it. I just never bothered. I was like, I'm not vibing with what they're currently showing me. But looks like the devs definitely improved with the second one. Just thinking of how like the bodies and everything works. There, I just remember Gearbox had a game. I can't remember the name of it. It came out early PS5, might have been PS4.
Shouldn't we intervene?
This is instinctual behavior. Unfortunate, but
Spinosaurus.
not unanticipated. Besides, how would we?
Survival of the fittest at its most primitive, its most prehistoric. We are witnessing history in action,
Oh, I can't watch.
and I can't turn away.
Can we just...
I'll send a team to collect what we can before the scavengers pick over the carcass.
Collect the body. I have plans for it.
Okay. Yeah, I love seeing improvement too. I love seeing devs get another chance and realize where they went wrong. It's also nice when devs actually admit they're wrong. You know, we're all human. We make mistakes. I would rather have a developer be like, hey, yeah, we clearly missed the mark here. We're going to do better. Than just be like, no, you're wrong. It's like, no,
Transformation underway.
at the end of the day, games are a product.
We're expanding our reach throughout the island. This means more opportunities to capture more dinosaurs.
I'm specifically in need of a Triceratops. My team will need to monitor it, and then we can transfer it off the island as we've done before.
We need ramps in here. All I could think was Crazy Taxi. Let me check on you. Excuse me, sir.
Assets have been checked.
Lonely? My guy. Living in a pack of his own kind is like, oh, I'm lonely. Sure, why not, dog? Go for it. And yeah, like, studio's improving. It sucks when games stagnate, like how Pokemon is really stagnated. Visually, gameplay-wise, the fact that they keep removing stuff. It's like, just keep features in your game, please.
En route to collect the asset.
Sure, we can just rest people. We have nothing to do. I get this is only like a 2 or 3 star, but I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Oh, my money only goes up when I have a dino in. Okay, that's how they get you. Yeah, about a decade ago. I think Black and White was their last, what I would argue, good game, and then people didn't like it, so they were like, "Fine, we're just gonna do whatever." Because I think the big thing was the story, and then it's just stagnated ever since. And I've seen people bring up like the actual Pokemon designs, and I do agree. One problem with a lot of the new designs is they don't look believable, which is rich being said, but like you look at like Pikachu and it's like, oh yeah, it's an electric mouse. Oh, Rattata is just a rat. Goldeen is a goldfish or like a koi. You can picture like, oh yeah, that's just kind of a replacement for something I see in real life. It's hard to see some of the newer ones in that light. And admittedly, Gen 1 also had like Voltorb and Magnemite, which you can't really imagine those being in the world either, but it wasn't as frequent. And to a degree, like Machop, Machoke, Machamp, they were kind of weird. They're just naked, muscly guys. But I think it's just over time we've had so many weird ones kind of stack up that it reaches a point where you're like, oh, as a whole, I'm having cognitive dissonance issues here.
Heading to pick up the asset.
Yeah, definitely less inspired.
Asset has been collected.
I don't expect results. I demand them. I realize we are dealing with time measured in tens of millions of years. But that is for the dinosaurs, not us. We move quickly. Our time, my friends, is limited. Let's get motivated.
Okay, now I have to capture just everything? Alright. I've been watching a playthrough of the new MechWarrior DLC. It looks solid, which I'm not surprised by. Kind of hard to screw them up at this point. I do like they're making references to the MechWarrior cartoon. Like, of all the things to draw a reference to, that. Oh man. Please. Where's my last Gallimimus? I guess I'll just yoink what I have.
Collecting asset.
No, we're still. What do you mean I have to wait? There's one poor Gallimimus who's just all alone now.
Asset transportation in progress.
He needs to get black bagged and brought over to his friends. You dare refuse my bachal? God, the fact they used that line just in the DLC, I was like, there's no way they really just pulled that one out.
Asset has been delivered. Confirming asset delivery.
You know, I'll give Piranha credit. They do a good job sticking to MechWarrior lore. Like, they could have really screwed with a lot of it. I'm not a fan of Catalyst. I think they've done some really stupid stuff. But at least they seem to trust Piranha pretty well. God, just seeing people just get ripped up by clan tech. They made it accurate. That is for sure. It is lore accurate clanners. Even watching gameplay, when I see a dasher come by, I'm just like, oh my god. They're so annoying. Hello? You got tranked? Yep, there we go. I was about to say, you got tranked. I saw it happen.
Heading to collect the asset. Asset being
I'm
deployed.
I'm kind of surprised that they're just having the hired steel guys do it.
In the air.
I mean, it's good to keep supporting MW5 right now. I really don't see... I can see value in being like, hey, we're going to make a new game. You know, just general engine updates and performance. But at the same time, I think they would lose a good chunk of players because you're not going to be able to, at least for a while, convince people to rebuy all that DLC. So it's better to just hand it off. But I'm surprised that they lost the rights. Especially because doesn't Piranha also do MechWarrior Online? I mean, I'm not a fan of MWO just because it's World of Tanks, but mechs. Get back here.
Delivery complete.
I understand wanting us to get used to manually doing this, but dear God, manually tranking dinos really sucks. I hope they stayed knocked out for like 10 minutes. Oh yeah, I remember launch. It kind of sucked, yeah. Like, it was so bare bones for what you got. No melee mechs. Very little in terms of choice of mech. Having to get a whole DLC just for Solaris and arena fights.
En route to pick up the asset.
I wonder if we're ever gonna get like lambs, or if they're just not gonna do land air mechs. Because I've seen the modded versions, and it's less of you fly and more of you're just thrown in a direction. Because there's so much you could do for DLC with MechWarrior.
Transporting asset.
The
Transit
setting has so many choices.
collected.
Like, I would like to see like the Word of Blake and the whole jihad happen. Yep, quad mechs. There's so much that's still missing. I think that's where the BattleTech game by Harebrained Schemes, that one really shines. The modding community's added so much, so many vehicles, so many mechs, weapon options. I feel like that, but as a proper like you piloting would be the perfect MechWarrior game. But I also think that would take a lot of work. I think you could do like an not an MMO, but like a Warframe style game in that vein. I think realistically the biggest problem would just be general appeal. Because a lot of people, when they're playing mech games, are looking at like Mecha Break and stuff like that, where it's very anime mecha style, as opposed to the Western, it is a lumbering battle suit kind of design. Let's go! Everybody to the cage.
Asset requiring collection.
Alright, I'm adding the other one to this ranger post because apparently nobody's doing their job.
Commencing asset transit.
Yeah, Rogue Tech. I've looked at the Rogue Tech mod so much. I have to give those mod makers a lot of credit. They did an amazing job. Makes me wish my PC was better than what it is. Yeah, and then you have like Armored Core, which I've seen people be like, "Oh, it's Mecha Souls," and I'm like, "No, that's very or not redundant, very reductive." And I don't think it does a good job kind of explaining what the game is. I think it's just too many people have come in from like Elden Ring that's kind of shaped their perception of things. Oh yeah, I've looked at Phantom Brigade. I like how they have the orders in that setup. I think that's a really interesting design. Okay, we gotta quickly make a quarantine pen. Yeah, people coming in from Souls games definitely had a different expectation, which is a shame because like I started with Armored Core 4, so I already kind of knew what I was getting into, and I've had fun with the games over the years. I like the build variety and just kind of monkeying around. The multiplayer is terrible though. Every time I tried back in like AC4 or AC5, there was always some dude who
Transportation underway.
no-lifed the game to the ends of the earth. I remember playing with a friend of mine, and we'd just be messing around, and you'd see someone with like Japanese name, and usually it was me, and I'd just be like, "Oh God, he's got Japanese in his name, run!" Because it was always some dude who would just beat everyone's ass, and I'm like, "This sucks.
Transportation
This is
complete.
the common denominator."
Asset transported.
Yeah, it is the same with Dark Souls and a lot of PvP. There's always somebody who's just
This is an across-the-board objective.
absolutely cracked at
Every
it.
dinosaur, every species, we want to increase their comfort rating. In fact, we're the only ones that should feel any discomfort. Well, truth be told, you, actually.
Yeah, we can do our research. Now I can knock him out quick and put him right back. Alright, we'll expand your territory further.
Asset has been delivered.
And we'll just slap down a bunch of forest over here. Well, fine, now we're gonna cut back your forest and put in this. Are you happy now? Now you're missing forest. You know what, at that point, sure, let's just... well, I kind of need... Well, I guess I can just drive around. I say I kind of need an exit here.
We're moving all the animals to our holding facility. This will be a huge undertaking, so I'm expecting nothing less than your best. And you're going to give it to me.
I miss doing PvP in games, but I feel like it's just gotten way too sweaty now. Too many people trying to do it for content, and it's like, just do it for fun. That's what worries me about like a new Killzone, because I'd love a good Killzone game to play. But I'm also sitting here thinking, what are you gonna do to screw this up? You know, how bad is the multiplayer gonna be?
Asset being transported.
Yeah, it's the culture. I think the prospect of earning money just butchered things. And then the number of people willing to pay for cheats. It's like, why? Why are you doing this?
Asset collection request received.
You know, if I was bad at a game, I wasn't like, oh man, I better bust out the credit card and start spin botting. I was like, oh, I guess I'm getting my ass beat today. And you got good. You learned what to do. Or sometimes you just rolled with it.
Asset in transit.
Back in like Modern Warfare 2, I didn't have it. I had to play it at a friend's house, so I was really bad. So I wasn't sitting here trying to like quick scope or anything. I'd die a bunch and I'd be like, you know what?
Transit has
I'm
commenced.
gonna make a class that's Riot Shield and like RPGs. And I would just ruin matches by getting everyone to devolve into RPG spam. And it was fun. Because who cares? You know, you're playing public matches. Have fun. You're not gonna get picked up by FaZe or something by pub
Acknowledging
stomping.
asset collection request.
Oh, what a fun Crisis game I played online was I think Crisis Warhead, which is like their dedicated multiplayer. That was that was an interesting game. That's the other thing is
Transportation complete.
online modes that were unique.
Transportation in progress.
A great one is Arkham Origins. I loved their
Select the asset.
online multiplayer. Being Joker Gang versus Bane Gang, trying to do objectives while players played as Batman and Robin, trying to stop all of you. That was fun. I would love for that to make a comeback. And that's the kind of asymmetrical multiplayer I think is cool. Since you could just kill Batman. It wasn't some thing like Dead by Daylight where it's like, oh,
Commencing
the
asset
monster's after
collection.
you, run. It's like, that's it? Run? I can't just hit him with a stick? Wow, that
A
was
sight to
all
behold,
there
Mr.
was.
Wu.
When I left Isla Nublar last time, I never thought I'd return. And certainly never thought I'd rebuild Jurassic Park.
Oh, but you haven't. You've helped me create something even better, bigger, more ambitious, and more financially viable. Dinosaurs for the masses. Anyone can create a park, but it takes genius to create a world.
Okay, riddle me this, Batman. Why did you have a picture of the aviary as we can see and not have me do any aviary work? You're gonna make Jurassic World absolute hell. Oh yeah, because it's 5-star. This is the hardest mission outside of the DLC that I don't have. Ah, sure, why not? And yeah, like online multiplayer has just become about winning, and even having like ranked modes doesn't work all the time.
This is where our journey continues. And for many, where theirs came to an end. Isla Nublar. This time, it's not just a park, it's a world. Simon Mizrani believed he could succeed where others before him failed. Maybe if he had you there to guide him, things would have turned out differently. Jurassic World was to be the most desirable destination on the planet. New shows, new exhibits, and yes, new dinosaurs too. The miracles of science meets the magic of entertainment. They're not content with letting you see dinosaurs. No, you're being put smack dab in the middle of them, safely. That was the hope. And who's afraid of a little water? But what's swimming in that water? Well, that's another story. And if that's not enough, what about the dinosaurs nature didn't create?
Is my objective going to be to make the Indominus Rex? I feel like it has to be. You can't just be like, oh yeah, you're going to do Jurassic World, but not touch
John
any of that.
Hammond had his vision, and I have mine. I'd like to think that had things been different, he and I would have been good partners. His passion combined with my business savvy, it would have been quite the team. But alas, it was not to be. And I was left to pick up the pieces of what might have been and turn it into what should have been all along. A premier world-class tourist destination. The only place on the planet where you can experience dinosaurs up close and personal. Here, people will once again discover the wonders of this world. They will have a renewed sense of life, and they will gladly, willingly, eagerly pay for that experience. Science didn't bring back dinosaurs. It brought back possibilities. Hope. This is what I see. This is Jurassic World.
Oh boy. What are we looking at?
Hey, Cabot Finch at your service. Well, actually, I guess you're kind of at mine. Details. I've been tasked with getting Jurassic World ready for the public. With your help, of course. We'll begin with a science center. And it will have to be powered. So, get to doing the service thing.
Okay, so my control center is off map. Interesting, interesting. Where do I want to set up shop then? Maybe like here? Just start slapping buildings down? The monorail, that's pretty cool. Wish I could just like slap that in and swing it around, because I was monkeying with a sandbox map and found you can build monorails. And you can also turn those tour rides into transportation, which feels really ambitious. Okay, everything there. Oh yeah, we're building everything. That's going to be a choice. Wow, my scientists are terrible. We need a logistics person. And yeah, that guy's probably our best bet, because that other researcher's all welfare. Oh boy. I'm seeing a lot of stuff that I have to do.
Things are taking shape. But we need a response facility. Oh, and a paleomedical facility as well. Get it built and ready.
I almost wonder if it'd be worth turning I'd have to expand it, but I could turn this into a big herbivore zone. It's an option. It is certainly an option. I guess what I could have done too is slap the buildings over here and made this the operations center, but I think right here will be fine.
Now that we have these dinosaurs, I want them played.
Oh boy. So we have three sets of dinos incoming. Oh boy. Alright, so obviously T-Rex has got to be a big one. Yeah, I might. Oh, Ankylosaurus and Triceratops don't get along. I just remembered that they hate each other. So we gotta sort out where we want everybody. Well, somebody gets to hang out in here. Oh god, we need better fences. Like yesterday. I have to increase my park rating so my fences don't suck, of course. That looks really jank, but we'll accept it for the time being. You get your own private generator. I think we'll do a T-Rex pen here. This will be plenty big enough. And if by some tragic situation it dies, which it probably will eventually, we can at least repurpose it. Generator back here, because we don't have good power. Then we'll do like Ankylosaur here-ish. Even though we have a few minutes, any time that happens, those minutes go by way too fast. Alright, then we need a gate. We'll just toss that there. Back here. Back here. Alright, so that's one whole ranger team taken care of. I think we'll definitely have to put another response facility out this way.
Some
Alright.
suitable enclosures. These assets are central to our operation. No dinosaurs, no Jurassic World. Please remember this and act accordingly.
There's nothing ready yet, which is really unfortunate. Oh, cool, I was able to delay it. Uh, sure.
Transporting asset. Asset has been collected. Transportation complete. Asset delivery confirmed.
Yeah, dinosaur threat. I'm very well aware.
Asset transportation underway. Assets in the air.
Fence is good though, so I don't care anymore.
Delivery complete. Asset delivered. Confirming asset delivery.
Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna have these guys do wellness checks, because apparently the other team can't be bothered. Okay, I guess this positive influence guy isn't terrible. Yeah, and I think I can squeeze a long enclosure here. If I get an aviary, I can slap it back there. Something will work. What do you need? You need a little bit more space. Understandable. We can definitely give that. Oh wow, isn't that surprising? Who'd have thunk that the giant dinosaurs would break through a tier 2 fence? There. Now there is ground fiber everywhere you go. I knew it would happen. I don't like when difficulty isn't like, hey, this is an actual challenge. It's just like, oh, hey, idiot, we're throwing a bunch of garbage at you really fast. Yeah, gotta love artificial difficulty. When you can't make something naturally a challenge, you just make it arbitrary. There you go. Enjoy your forest. Missing sand. Okay. Let's get you sand, I guess. I guess we can cancel that one. Okay, are you guys happy now? Yeah, you'll be fine. We need ground leaf. fine. There's all the ground leaf you could ever ask for.
En route to collect the asset.
Okay, are you happy now? Yes, you have 100% happiness. Cool. What about you guys? Do you need... you still need more space. And to be fair, I don't need 100%.
Asset being transported.
It's just kind of preference.
Transportation underway.
Really? Sand makes that big of a difference for you? Okay. Seems like a bit of a arbitrary thing to want and need, but I'm not the dinosaur here.
Asset transportation complete. Delivery has been completed.
Oh. There, enjoy your sand.
Jurassic World is the envy of the world. Where else can one travel to see wonders such as these? And they must be seen. So do what you can to increase our dinosaur visibility. I want to make sure our guests have every comfort. We should construct bathrooms and other things in strategic locations and some emergency shelters, just in case. It's a beautiful day to open a new chapter in the history of humanity.
Once these gates are open, there's no going back.
We're ready, Mr. Masrani.
This is it. Jurassic World. I can't help but wonder what John Hammond would think of all this.
I think John Hammond would hate the modern aesthetic and prefer the stone pillars and tiki torches. Because I sure do.
We want to ensure that our guests are having the best Jurassic World experience possible. Increasing our amenity coverage should do the trick. Keep an eye on our guest comfort numbers and get them where we'd like. And that is up.
Yippee! Hotels! I don't even want to think about trying to set up a monorail. I would, if we're gonna be real, I'd probably put one station here, and then a starting station here, and just bounce people around. Oh, great. Both of them need a rest. Well, I can bleed like $6,000 a minute. I'm actually making money. I love that big difference. All the tourists are just like, no, I'm not going on the facility path. Which I'm thankful for. I'd hate to have a bunch of idiots walking around the staff center. Oh, let me in the staff center. I want to walk around in here. I love my 2D office with my very flat and very weirdly angled desk. I always love that in games when they have the really bad interior texture. But I get it. How many people are actually sitting down and looking inside the office? You just need to make it look good enough. Vehicle under threat. That could be multiple places. I'm gonna waste so much money just trying to get everything upgraded. Yeah, I'll assign another capture team here. It's so far away for that capture team that this one can look out for it. Plus, we're gonna expand and add stuff here and all over. Oh, we're losing money. It was only a matter of time. Or are we making? Oh, we're still making money. Just looked weird. Oh, I do need the viewing platform. I hate building so many of these. I need to get power going. We're doing okay. Making some money. I just fear what challenges they're going to give me. Especially because when I was messing with the sandbox mode, there are dinos who can become intelligent, and I think that increases their escape chance. And I'm not looking forward to that. And we'll put a power station back here. Let's cross over to that. Connect there. I think we have it. Oh boy. Just trying to get power going is a nightmare. I hate they keep starting us with no power. They're just like, yeah, put some really bad generators in. Like, no, I don't wanna. But now we're good. That should... This one shouldn't be using any then. Yes, sweet. Then I can... Yeah, I'm just demolishing these. Okay, what's not powered? Game. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Now I can actually care about other things. Repeaters wouldn't be bad, but I don't feel like monkeying with repeaters. Oh, I do need the remote viewing gallery, but that's $2 million. Okay, what can we research? Yeah, amenities! So I can start flipping random junk. You know, I'm surprised there isn't a management game like this that has like letting you run background checks on people you hire and having a degree of criminality. Being like, oh yeah, if you don't have enough people who are vigilant or have certain morality, you have a chance of embezzlement or theft. But I also feel like that would probably drive people insane. Okay, if that's 38th, is that one? Yeah, this one's not flowing then. Whatever. The specifics are not relevant. Can I get my new fence? No. In that case, can I at least get the upgrade in here? No. Great. Because I wanted to get the improved administration, because that's right there and that saves me money. I don't care about rest time. Specialist isn't bad, but it's such a late game thing. I like cheaper research. Yep, lack of shelters there makes sense. And then it's just right there, which is annoying. We'll squeeze one in for people. Bathrooms are good. Backside's understandable. Yeah, transport. Already people are like, I don't want to walk. And it's inconvenient because I could set up something, but it's going to be real clunky. And it puts people at risk because they're going to have to go through the T-Rex pen. And admittedly, like I said before, it's better to just do the monorail and have a couple spots scattered around. Like put one here, here, and then here. And I think the problem is you don't get to lay out your park well because you're getting this stuff just late enough that you already are kind of established, you have pathways built, and then it's like, oh, you gotta squeeze in this thing somewhere. So you're scrambling to kind of shoehorn it in and hope for the best. And yeah, people would probably enjoy some degree of like staff management. The people who play these games consistently are strange like that. Oh man, I'm terrified when that T-Rex dies. What's your age? 9, okay. I don't have a... No, we do have fossils. I was about to say, I don't have a place for my fossils. Ceratosaurus is a pretty cheap and early carnivore, and I can make a bunch of them. I could put my amenities here, slap that down over here. Okay, so that gives me 3 grand. 8. And we're good. Even though it's not configured right. And nothing else will make me money. And that's good, I guess. Alright. Hey, 50 grand! Yeah, I could put another row of things to buy back here, but I have to build out this whole area. Which probably isn't the worst, if we're being real. Because then if we really want to, we can just put a little power station in here. Alright. There we go. I think we have shelters everywhere they're needed. Except there. That's whatever. I don't care. I mean, I think genuinely, I think rich people do donate a lot, but it's usually like tax write-offs, which makes sense. If I could give money to something and not pay taxes, I'd do the same. I need more researchers or scientists. Genetics, that's good. Cost of incubation, your stats are terrible. And you're built for expeditions. But your task time, I don't care about task time. That is such a negligible thing at the moment. Yeah, 250 grand for everything to get better. Improve costs. Yep. When I get the fuel resupply upgrade, that's gonna be so nice. Alright, let's retool you. You're fine. Guess people want an aquarium. Yeah, I think this is just... There's nobody back here. And I guess if I wanted to, I could build a station and have people ride in through and then spit them out over here. That's actually not a bad idea. Progress the mission. I don't wanna. I'm broke. I can barely pay attention. What's... Is it T-Rex? Yeah. Yeah, $120,000. These aren't bad options. Carnotaurus. Ooh, that's a good choice. But we're already rolling with Ceratosaurus. We could get compies going. I like that idea. Yeah. I don't like positive influence because I'm more or less just tacking a guy onto every project. But it's what I have at the moment. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll slap the tour probably here, bring you through, spit you out over here, bring you back. Because I want to keep the spot for Ceratosaurus. Oh yeah, that's everything for him. The Apatosaurus would be a good addition. Yeah, we'll get him too. Did I see that as $300,000? Yeah, I did. we upgrade you to be cheap? You know what? I'll take it. More yield means less runs. But I'm actually going to do better fence. Finally. And then I need to start doing like gene modding. I need a scientist who can actually help with that. I've got 4 minutes until that's an option. Oh, we do have our genetic specialist, but they're the only person. I could fly around and get some pictures, but I'm not going to get a lot of money. At least not yet.
Fences and gates, enclosures. Want to know why I like them? Because it keeps them away from us.
I'm going to hold off on the T-Rex pen. No, let's not. We'll just knock everybody out, get these replacements done. Yeah, it's going to cost me more money long run to upgrade these to the tier 5s, but I'd rather not deal with issues. Okay, cool, you're out. Am I losing money? Yes, a lot. Probably because everybody's knocked out.
Task received.
Yeah, I was right. They don't like. Oh no, they would have actually gotten along with the Triceratops. Theratopsids. Oh, that's unfortunate. I could have shuffled them around. I still might. But what do they need? Ground leaf and ground fruit. I don't know if we have that in here. Because then I could expand this a little bit, maybe move this shelter to back this up. Probably move this cable over and fit something in here. Yeah, you wake these guys up and it looks like it has pretty good effect on things. I can't afford a hatchery. I mean, I can, but that's all my money. How much are we losing? Not a lot. We're rebounding. Wow. Can I retool you again? No, there's just no demand. That really sucks. Yeah. Yeah, I might have made the mistake here. I probably could have moved this over, put those two in here. I don't know how big of a difference it would make, though. Also, we're losing like. It says 6,000, but it feels like less. I just hope this isn't a San Diego situation where I do like 3 resets. Yeah, now we're losing 20. Yeah, I feel like I could build a T-Rex pen here, put this like here, then put another carnivore there to kind of double up. We'll just burn the last bit of money and hope for the best. Otherwise, yeah, this is a reset. Oh wow, I can research the monorail. I think the monorail. Can I see pricing? I want to say it's 1 million. Doesn't even say. I think it's 1 million. I have a gut feeling it's some stupidly high price that is just not viable. Yeah, it's all just demand for transport. Which sucks because I have to progress to get the transport I want. Alright. This. No, we're making money somehow. Why? Okay, thanks, game. We're just slingshotting to 40k. You can't tell me that hotel. That hotel really did it. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And we're getting research for free. Okay. We just got pteranodons, tropeognathuses, dimorphodons. I hate dimorphodons. They look so ugly. I mean, I can't say much. The Tapejara looks as dumb as can be. I could get Gallimimuses. We'll do the paths, I think. It's not great, but it's something. And hopefully that lets us kind of. It's not going to 100% fix the problem, but it'll hopefully minimize it. Oh, that just made my path worse. Oh no, this is the wide path. This is the luxury standard. Is that better or worse? I can't tell. It looks nice, I guess. Well, with this new lease on life, let's try to get something going. I need more money. I mean, you know, let's do it. Let's grab these guys. We're going to move them out. We're going to expand this. I think this might work.
En route to pick up the asset. Commencing asset transit. Asset has been collected. Asset has been transported. Delivery complete.
Come on, get exploring. These are the slowest explorers. Well, for certain we need ground leaf. And we'll just scatter a bit about elsewhere in case they wander. There, they're happy. could do with another staff set. No, we don't. I need to not do that. I have more important things, like a hatchery, so we can actually get a Ceratosaurus out and get everything rolling instead of me constantly getting distracted by every other option known to man. But I need gene modification because I would like to give you a little bit more of a lifespan and a bit of humble. What? But why? Oh, we're overdrawn. Yep. Yep. I see what happened. And this is why I always build all my power stations in a network to connect together. So this kind of thing doesn't happen. Alright, so now we need to get, honestly, just a lot going again. I could throw 300 grand at it. Oh, I need more dinos to even do that. Great. Well, they're going to be normal for a while. Oh my god, really? I can't get zip lines? I am gonna scream. It'll be a faint monotone ah, but it'll be there. How far do we want this to go? I think there is good. Yeah. that actually looks really small. So I guess we'll just kind of bring it out a little bit further. Yeah, that looks good. Because we'll put the Apatosaurus in there. Can put some carnivores in there. It'll be fine-ish. Yeah, I'd like to get... What do I need for that? Oh, I can actually rush that. Because the faster I can get cheaper genetics, that's going to save me a ton of money. This is kind of the same problem I ran into with the sandbox I was doing, where I was running out of money, and that one I had deaths constantly. So I was just burning cash pretty much every moment I could, just pumping out more and more dinos. And they had long lived. But I was also capturing a bunch of wild ones, so their genetics were terrible. But they fleshed out my park. %90 gas comfort. What are you smoking to think I'm gonna be able to pull that off? Yeah, I wouldn't be able to fit this in. I'd have to move this over, shimmy this in like here. I mean, that's not a bad option. Actually, knowing that, let's move it to over here. It's not going to be really banging for a while, but eventually. Okay, can we tweak that? No. Oh, I did actually try my idea, I think I had mentioned it, of building a hotel like in the middle and running just a path to it. It's so clunky. It was such a bad design, and I had it where I had a huge chunk. It was like a swath like this big, and I just ran a thing in, put it in the middle. Didn't like it. You would almost have to build the hotel, then build a tour thing behind it or next to it, and then run that as a station. And I couldn't get it to a way that I liked, that I thought would be viable. And that's always the big thing, is viability. Because I can sit here and pull any stupid idea out of a hat. It doesn't mean anything if it doesn't work. Wait, does positive influence make this... No, okay, it's just the area, I guess. Forgot that place is cheap compared to the other one. Yeah, 61%, 62%. Back down to 61. I don't know why. I can't give you transport. Oh, damn, that was... I wasn't even thinking that I kind of need this area. You know what? We can make it work. We cut this in a bit. Connect it here. Delete all this. Cut this in this way. There. I think, yeah, that definitely refunded more value to the area. And then we'll just put the transport here, spit out there. We're good. We're just also broke again. It's a start. Wait, don't I have that? Oh, never mind. I was going to say that really sucks for improved yield, but I think that gave me the extra resell fossils. Which, if that's what it's going to give me, that's fine. Because that was an easy, what, 190 grand? Made that expedition almost nothing. If I can get some of those really expensive fossils, that'd be cool, but I'm not going to sit here and get bent out of shape over it. Your park rating and profit has not changed this month. Thank you. I needed to know that. Makes me feel good. I would do Carnotaurus, but the incubating cost is going to be insane. I have a whole ass dinosaur I can put in here. I gotta spend more money. Okay, the positive influence is just time, right? Oh, and it's gonna cost me like 250 grand to plug that in. It's for the long haul. I just have to keep telling myself that it is a long-term investment. And I can train people for 1 point. You know what? You become our welfare person. Yeah, they're like, I said it before, I wish I could zoom in and get a readout of the size. Let me see my current surface area. And I may have to take this and bounce it around because I'd like to do a zip line across and do a zip line here to maybe here. Probably pop that over here, put a zip line here to here or someplace. I just don't like having people on the facility path. Mostly because there's nothing here for them. Maybe here to here? Or I could do here and then have it cross over. I gotta move this out of the way, but then spit them out here. I like that. That sounds like a not terrible idea. Could probably zip line across this. It's just getting money. Even on 3 times speed, this feels agonizing. Just slowly watching it trickle up, and it's like I can't afford any project with 175 grand. I don't even think I can do a dig. I can get progress on him, which is needed. Oh, I can get a dimorph. Oh wait, then a dimorphodon. That's the flying thing. I mean, that's not bad, but I know for a fact I don't even have this researched. Progress the mission. Never mind. I was gonna say I need a bigger space, and I think we sized this out now, which is a bit of a tragedy. This is just gonna have to be viewing stations and stuff. I could maybe put it here. We do have the space. How are these doing? They making money? 60 whole. Never mind. I was about to say 60 whole dollars, and we went down to negative 200. Yeah, no saving that one. $270,000. How much is it to do my eggs? $1.5 million off the rip. That's not an option. And I know if I do the Apatosaurus, it is going to cost more per egg. I don't need as many. I think you can do 2 and they're fine, but it's going to be 4 or 500,000. So I'm still in this cycle. Now what are we looking at? 1.18. Save me 300 grand. Eventually. Can't even buy lunch real. And I actually have to do a check-in on all this and re-up fuel, which loses all my money again. Oh, we're making 31,000. We're slowly moving up. But that guest comfort, I don't know what to do about it. Hopefully whatever I put in here is just a banger and this small hotel accommodation rating goes up. I don't know what dinos are in view, but that is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Yeah, I would like a staff center upgrade that's just like, oh yeah, passive stress reduction. Every 10 minutes it goes down a little. Missing ground leaf. My guy. There's ground leaf everywhere. You just gotta look. Actually, do you get along with everybody? Yes. Dropped 82%. Oof. Yeah, 162,000. Oh, minimum population of 1. Man, I wish I had a capture right now. I would be like, yeah, I'll pay 100 or 200 grand and go yoink a handful of dinos. Pick them up, toss them in here, and just be like, yeah, come see new dino, pay me money. No, I'm just, come see old dino, pay me money. And I'm terrified that they're getting old. Which, if they do get too old, then this is going to be a reset. Nope, halfway. We got time. But not a lot, I fear. Because I have to do like I did in San Diego, and almost have to blitz like a Carnotaurus and get it out. Because sadly, when you look at these guys, 200 appeal, one Ceratosaurus is 201. And I know Carnotaurus is 300. So there's incentive. There's incentive to almost skip Ceratosaurus and go right to Carnotaurus, even though it's an expensive expedition, just because it takes 3 of these to equal 2 of these. And I know I can't cover the trip at this point. Yeah, 243,000. Not to mention synthesizing time or extraction time, synthesis, hatching. And sadly, this is actually helping too. I think I have the cure for that already. Yes. Well, at least we can get on to the vaccine. Comes there, new dino, baby, no money. God, I haven't heard about him in a hot minute. Usually, everything I hear is just people hating on him. Which, if half the stuff is true, then I understand. I get he's unconscious, but it looks like he's just hitting him with the car. I mean, he is hitting him with the car, but like. Oh, I was just about to be like, hey, you gotta go around. God, they ripped everything off that Jeep. Oh, I can't even get one. I kind of want to just say whatever and just throw in a hotel just for the hell of it. We will. If this is a wash, then next time we start over. It's all a learning experience. Watch, this slingshots me to 90. It brought me 10 points up. Are you kidding me? 69, nice. It's not enough though. I need, I guess, even more hotels. The rich people demand more hotel access, I guess. Is that actually making me more money? Not really. We're kind of breaking even. Only upside is these things are kind of cheap. Which is such an insane prospect. It is cheaper to build a hotel than do a lot of other things. Like, someone clearly doesn't know how expensive hotels are. That didn't help at all. Does that help? Yes. Not by much. Yeah, I think people would try to militarize like a T-Rex or really any of these. Honestly, the idea of using raptors is probably the most believable, just because you could have them as ambushers. And yeah, like the stuff with Baby No Money, I understand to a degree. Like when people were like, "Oh, he's cringe," I'm like, "Yeah, he is." But beyond that, I'm like, I don't think he's the worst. There was stuff about what was it? His management company was lowballing artists on a project. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Companies are going to try to squeeze all the money they can. That's par for the course here. Doesn't mean he's evil, just means his production company or whatever is doing what you expect him to do. Wait, how many do we need for population? One. Okay, we're gonna get one. If that's all we can squeeze out, that's all we can squeeze out. We'll get them, toss them in here, get money, hopefully. Because I can't try stalling at 20 grand. Oh, we're up to like 59 grand a minute. But I can't stall and try to get 1.5 million just to get three out. I'll take the hit on the chin, see what we can do. Maybe this slingshots us, we make 100 grand.
Asset to be collected.
Oh, right, I never built a ranger post for here.
Asset transportation in progress.
In that case, I'm going to assign you to there. I'm going to unassign Ranger Team
Asset under
2.
delivery.
and put them here. And I do need another medical facility. I'm going to put that far side. Ranger Team 2 can't find a way in. What's the hold up? Oh, I didn't put a gate. Right. I was telling myself to do that and didn't do it. Okay, what's our boy need? Forest and prey. We'll actually drop 2 in, just in case. So when we expand population, it's not a big deal. Or we make more money? Like 3 grand, I think? Oh, that sucks. I feel like I'm just spinning my tires at this point. $198 on that. I think the next one will do at least one of them. Get them in here, increase value, maybe make more money. God, that transport rating is just killing me. There's nothing I can do. Because that's killing the guest comfort, which is the problem. Unless they really want me to invest the stupid amount into... I mean, I can do paths, because otherwise the monorail is a death sentence. I guarantee it. And none of this is going to help. Oh, right, I was going to unassign you. And instead assign you. We're now making only 40 again. I mean, these are making better money now, but I don't think there's anything I can do to optimize them any further. Okay, a little bit more. I wish the hotels generated money. Like, come on. I wish sacrificing guests would help, but it just adds my lawyer fees. If I know this is going to be a wash, I might just open the T-Rex pen. Open it up right here and let people become the snackerfice. Alright, how much are you going to cost me? Sure. Can I train someone, please? Oh, but you're meant to be my logistics-ish guy. You know what? We'll put you in a little bit of wealth. No. Keep you there. You're still logistics. You, positive influence. Can you do something a little more? Oh, and you already got your upgrade. Do I have to hire someone new? And there's no welfare specialist. I keep hitting the wrong button. You know, we'll just put him on that. That way he can cover a bit of everything. I'm just broke now. Yeah, it's gonna take so much. I'm gonna need like 6 of these guys just to make up for the T-Rex when he passes. And he's getting up there. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to that. But that's this and San Diego, where they toss you this big boost early on. It's like, hey, make the best of it. It's just kind of a bummer because I wish herbivores got a little more point value. I get they're not supposed to be a threat to people, but it'd be really nice to be able to be like, hey, I'm gonna play a bit safer, but do more herbivores and have them cohabitate. Because otherwise, I feel like I'm just being pushed down. Like, yeah, get a bunch of carnivores, fill a few pens, and then, underpants gnome's moment of profit. I still can't do it. I guess more Ceratosauruses then. Because I need something, I can't keep stalling. I don't want to stall another 10 minutes for a cycle. Your traits are non-existent. And we can get another one out of this. Oh, need a little more. And I don't like doing just one egg at a time. But I just don't have a choice. I'm just kicking myself. Because I could have had the T-Rex here. I could have leveraged my space a lot better. And that's what's bothering me.
Picking up asset.
Because then I probably wouldn't need this whole setup. Wouldn't have the power draw from here. I could honestly, put that there and put a hotel here, put the pen, do all that. I could maybe try
Asset delivery confirmed.
running more of my support structures along the back. But I don't think I'm going to be able to because the hill messes with it. Okay, what's your... Okay, population's fine, space is fine. You do want a little more water. So we'll just put a couple of splooshes around. And I think we can fit one more. I think we've pulled out of the tailspin again. How much are we making? Almost 100 grand. And we just got more research for free. I still don't know why, but I will take it. Yep, can get the Carnotaurus, Majungasaurus. Not gonna lie, 500 grand or even 300 for compies is a absolute scam. Or almost 1 million for Sinoceratops. And that's with a discount. Ooh, humble. Oh, we have two humbles. We'll stall. Two humbles is huge. If one can become alpha, we get so much more out of this. I've wanted to do a sandbox run and turn off dinos dying and then just have dino gladiators. Because the way I'm interpreting some of the stats is that kills, fight record, all that, the infamy, has an influence, I think, on appeal. And so if I can sit here and make a bunch of jacked gladiators, I think that would have a huge draw. But I don't think that's the intent in the normal runs. Mostly because it's insane and would be so resource intensive. You would have to have like a medical facility just constantly ferrying that dino back in and out for injuries. There's potential, I just don't know. Stuff I have to experiment with. Oh, I think we can afford it. Yeah, I think this will be Carnotaurus's, and that should be enough for us.
Asset collection request received.
Alright, let's see what your demands shift to. You should be fine for prey. Water should be okay. I think everything should be fine. They'll have enough open space.
Asset transportation underway. Asset has been delivered.
Yeah, so water would be our biggest issue right now.
Asset transportation complete.
Yeah, water, certainly. Considering he just pushed it to the absolute limit. I could almost cut in a little just to utilize the view space for this a little more. Nah, I'm not gonna monkey with the pen at this point. 62 again. I don't know why it bounces. I think it's just view. That's like, oh, the appeal, I couldn't see the thing, so therefore bad. Two minor guest issues. Let me guess. Transportation. That is literally all it is transportation. Oh, and appeal bouncing because the T-Rex goes out of view. And it's only like here and this tiny corner. Which is kind of why I want to do just a zip line, because that'll cover the whole space. But no, I have to get comfort up somehow. Can't let me have fun. Can't let me use the tools to solve the problem. I think that's the worst part. I'm being gatekept the solution. Ooh, heavy fence. That does cut our energy costs. Yeah. It'll cost a bit to replace everything, but saves us money, and that should work out in the end. I just have to have a chopper knock out these pens. This one, I just have to suffer. Until I build just an armada of helicopters to come in. I have a bunch of helicopters flying in like this is the Tet offensive. Give me my research. I needs it. Yeah, because if each one of these is one unit, I could easily save a lot of money. And we're somehow almost 3-star. Come on, yes. Fence time. You know what? Since we're here, go knock out these guys. Ah, oh, he's too close. I can't change that fence. So we're gonna have this awkward wall here for a bit. Oh, we are not making a lot of money again. But I think that's just wall work being the issue. Here, park rating and profit has dropped 80%. Yeah, I just built a bunch of walls. Oh, I should probably wake up the T-Rex. Give people what they came to see. And now they have to go into the viewing gallery to see what they want to see here. I'm gonna get that vaccine. I can't. I was gonna say I'll get the vaccine going so I don't have to deal with this anymore. Cryptosporidiosis. I don't know what that is. I bet the research tells me though. Causes dehydration. I guess that makes sense. Even though the fence is a bit jank, I'll take it. Right, my people are too dumb. I have to keep checking for a welfare specialist, which there is none. That wouldn't be bad. I can assign them to vet work. But it's just task time. I don't care. I'll just take an altruist. They're cheap. Not what I want, but don't always get that. Oh wow, that motivated person has... If you look, I guess that's what the whole extra unrest is. They can actually take a long time. I don't know if I really care about it. It's good, but I'd rather have cheaper incubation or other things that provide, I guess, a more tangible benefit. Something where I can instantly look at and go, right, that is worth X amount of money per use, as opposed to they're just on deck a lot more frequently. Let's get an expedition going. Let's get that Carnotaurus. If we're lucky, we get some extra stuff to recoup some losses. Let's get this big boy in the air.
Heading to pick up the asset. Transit has commenced. Transportation complete.
Missing tall leaf. Oh my god, brother. I can only provide so much here. There you go, now you're happy. But I cannot fit another one in. There is no way. Because you need 4. Actually, we could replace a lot of forest. But I think it's fine. Oh, look at that. 180, 110, another 180. Paid in full. We can get that Carnotaurus going in no time. Then it's just comfort. You know, riddle me this, Batman. Wow, we have $3 million. Where did we get that? Oh, we're just making 200 grand now. Sure. I'm not going to ask questions anymore. All I get is really confused. I should have checked. I'll do it eventually. I'll check the stupid monorail. A generous donation. Real, though. That is kind of one of the things that does irk me is I don't understand sometimes why my income bounces so just radically. Is it because the T-Rex is sitting here and he can be viewed? I don't know. I feel like I'm just going insane half the time. That is not even enough to get him fully done. That is surprising. Sure, we'll just rest him. But I am going to call it for tonight, because we're almost hitting the 4-hour mark. I kind of lost track, and that's fine by me, but I gotta call it eventually. And the rebound, I think, is a great time. So we'll do the normal stuff. Next Thursday is more Aliens Dark Descent. Friday, yeah, we'll do Remnant, why not? That'll be fun. And then we'll pick this back up Saturday. Hopefully we don't fail and reset. If anything, I'll just reload the save. I think at this point we're in a good position. And the usuals. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button. Helps out the channel a lot. Lets me know what you want to see more of. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Lets you know when I go live and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys next week.